How fast can we do 0 to 60? 3.7 seconds, what Polestar say. We've got about 540 horsepower. V-Bucks Performance Touch Pro. Let's go. We're in performance mode, foot down, sport mode as well, ESC. 3.6 seconds. So faster than Polestar say. They say 3.7. This is a Polestar 4. Now, if you saw my review on the Polestar 2, you would have heard me say that I think the Polestar 2 is amazing. It's got fantastic range, fantastic performance, and it's really good value relative to other cars in that price point and with that capability. So does the Polestar 4 live up to that? Is it as good? And what's up with the fact that it's got no rear window? How does that work? Let's find out in this video. Does the Polestar 4 live up to its hype based on the fact that it's got no back window and it's got 544 horsepower? Is it as good a car as it looks? Is it as sporty and fun, as exciting as it looks? I would definitely say it's as fast as it looks, and it's pretty fun too. Normally when I start a video, I spend time talking about the front and the back, but I'm going to start talking about the side, because the side of this car is what makes it really unique. This car isn't an SUV, it's not a saloon, it's somewhere in the middle. And that's what makes it really, really interesting. It's probably competing with other high-end electric cars because this model as spec is around the £75,000 mark. If ever you call something a crossover, this is it. Now, technically it's not a crossover because that's not what crossover means, but this really is a crossover between two different types of cars, which makes it really, really interesting. That coupe design at the back here is fantastic, but it means there's no rear window. How does the car deal with that? We'll find out in a minute. Let's talk range and specs. This car, which is the all-wheel drive dual motor, has 367 miles of WLTP range from its 100 kilowatt hour battery, of which 93 kilowatt hours are usable. So that's what you get. There's also a single motor long range, which has 385 miles of WLTP range, so even better range. It's not as fast and it's not as expensive. This car as spec is around the £75,000 mark. So this is the most expensive model currently in Polestar's range. There might be faster, more sporty models coming, which might be more expensive, but this is the luxurious proposition that Polestar have. And this car definitely feels and looks the part inside, outside, and when driving it. Let's just talk about this rear design for a second. I really like how we've got the brake light here. We've got this sort of one piece where the window would have been. It just looks kind of futuristic, like kind of military, kind of rugged, kind of like it belongs in a movie. And then you've got the two cameras up here. One is obviously for the 360 camera, the other one is your reversing camera, your rear view window camera, and they're both kind of there and look like eyes peering out at you. Very, very cool. When you open up the rear of the Polestar 4, you find that you've actually got 526 litres of space back here, which is very, very cavernous. We've got hooks and tether points, and you also have a floor here that you can adjust with even more space, and space for your charging cables under there. It's not flat, however, if you do lower the floor, so you can't put something through flat all the way with the back seats down, but it's a lot of space in the back of this car and you won't be lacking for your room for anything you want to take in it. Polestar have really upped their wheel game. Look at these are 21-inch. They've got massive wheels, and these are Pilot Sport EV tires, just like on the latest Tesla Model Y. So they're more efficient and more suited to EVs. And let's spend a moment to talk about the charging on this car, because you will see we've got a 100 kilowatt hour battery, of which 93 kilowatts is usable. And that means you get 400 kilowatts of power. So this car can do 544 horsepower. That's what 400 kilowatts means. And it can do 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, which we'll check out later. But also we need to talk about the charging, because this car can charge at 200 kilowatts, which means that it can charge from 10 to 30% in about 30 minutes. That's not the fastest charging, but it's more than enough if you need to stop and get a drink and have a break, and 30 minutes is very reasonable. These are my top 5 features of the new Polestar 4, and let's start with these headlights. They're very cool how they're split. They look futuristic, but they don't look like an afterthought. They don't look like other manufacturers who've got larger bottom lights and tiny little daytime running lights. They actually look like they're one light, and I like that a lot. The next thing I love about the Polestar 4 is really common to all Polestars. They've got attention to details, like these frameless mirrors, like the way they've integrated these cameras onto the side, like these pull-out door handles. These are probably like 6 or 7 different features, but I just love the attention to detail. You can see that design has been important to Polestar when they designed this car. The third thing I like about this car is this really cool light bar which wraps all the way around the outside. I like that. And I also love the fact that there's no rear window. Listen, some people might not like the idea, but with cameras everywhere, all over this car, really, rear windows are not that important nowadays, and you can judge and trust those cameras and sensors inside the car. So why not have a cool look, which makes it fun and interesting from the outside? So that'll be my fourth thing on my list, is this cool design at the back without a rear window. When driving, does a lack of back window affect how you drive the car? No, it doesn't at all. To be honest, I don't actually look in my back window when I'm driving in general. We use the mirrors at the side, and I use the mirror in front of me here. Now, obviously, this is a camera. It's not a mirror. Well, it is a mirror if you flick it down, but then you can just see the back seats. But when it's up, it's a display. And because it's a display, you can adjust the height of the camera as well. You can get it set up exactly how you want it, and you can see what's behind you. Yes, you can't judge distance when reversing, but when driving, it's more than good enough, and it does the job. And arguably, at nighttime, it gives you better vision than you would get without the camera, because you're not dealing with any glare coming from any windows inside the car hitting the mirror. So that's something which I think is a great advantage, not a disadvantage. It certainly should not hurt your ability to want to buy or drive this car. Now, one of the coolest features of this car, feature number 5 on my list, is this roof, because it is an electrochromatic roof, and I can reduce the roof tint like this and it becomes see-through, well, more see-through, or I can press it and it will get less see-through and it will become opaque again. So I can't see the sky, and now I can see the sky. One thing you can definitely tell from this angle is how the back is higher than the front. That makes a car appear squatted down, which makes it look more sporty from the front. Does that help with its steering? We'll find out when we take it for a drive. Does the front of the Polestar 4 live up to the back? Well, I can say absolutely yes, it does. We've got a beautiful steering wheel with a mark in the middle, which is very sporty, and it feels really luxurious. We've got a nice big digital driver's display there. We've got a 15.4-inch infotainment system, which I'm going to show you around as well in a minute. And then we've got nice touches. There's no glossy black plastic except for around this air vent, which you can touch and mess up with fingerprints or scratch. It's all high quality materials everywhere. There's 2 USB Type-Cs in here, as well as some storage space, and there's storage space here. And also it's got the space down here, an area which is often forgotten because you can't see it, but there is space down there as well, which is fantastic. No back window means we need a camera, and we've seen where the camera is. And it's great that you have that camera here. Now, I do not think this is a big deal. Do not get your knickers in a twist. Do not worry about it. There is a full 360 camera system. There are parking sensors. Yes, I accept the criticism of this is you can't judge distance. You can only see what's behind you. But the benefit of it is we have a really spacious rear, where perhaps a rear window might have eaten into that space and affected the aerodynamics and the range. The Polestar 4 has a beautiful, great big 15.4-inch display, which has Android Automotive on it. Now, there's no separate Android Auto, but with Android Automotive, we have Google Maps and everything you would expect from that. And of course, if I put in a destination, then what happens is it will tell me exactly how much charge I'll have on arrival. It's saying 46% charge on arrival. So it's built into the car's system, the charge and how much you'll get when you arrive at your destination, which is very, very good. And this is a really rapid response system. Of course, being it based on Android, we have Google Play, and we've got apps like Spotify. And one thing you can do with it is you can drag the screen and you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. There are some other cool features in this car infotainment system, and that includes in parking mode and animal mode, which will keep your car at a set temperature and let anybody who walks past know that your pet is safe inside the car. That's a really thoughtful feature. Tesla had it, and now we have it in the Polestar 4. You might love audio as much as I do, and that's fantastic because these seats on the Polestar 4 have speakers built into them. In the headrest, there's audio, and you can choose to have it private and even have it in stereo using the passenger's headrest speakers. So that is a pretty cool feature that I haven't seen before. So you have everything you could want. And there's also a head-up display, which is really, really good as well. And this car has a Harman Kardon sound system, so it's got fantastic speakers. And talking about the quality again, the feel of these seats, perforated leather, it's got a design in it as well. They're just really, really high quality. This is just a really beautiful, high quality interior. I think the number of times I've been speechless sitting in the back of a car are very rare. Probably in the Lucid Air was one of those times, but this is one of those times because that's the driving position. I'm 178 centimeters. I mean, look at that. Look, just look. You could probably fit another person in front of me. Now, okay, I am exaggerating slightly, but the point is there is a lot of space. And then there's even a little screen in the middle here, which lets you turn your air conditioning on and off. It's an actual screen with settings on it as well, which is very cool. And no pun intended, because it's the air conditioning, and 2 USB Type-Cs underneath it. So this is a really spacious back. You could easily fit 3 adults in the back here in a lot of comfort and with a lot of space, and just the quality all around in this car, the leather, the feeling, the lights inside, the ambient lights which are around the side here, and there's also little perforations where they come through, and there it's just all around a really luxury, beautiful interior, which I think is fantastic, and it's very spacious. The first thing you notice when you get in this car is it does feel like a big car. It's not that it feels like it's really wieldy and difficult to control, because it's not. You can control the suspension, you can control the steering, you can set it up exactly however you want it to. But in standard mode when driving, the brakes feel like they're really struggling when you press them to stop the car. It's very, very laboured in its braking. It's only when you put it into the regen mode, into the one pedal driving in the standard mode, that the brakes feel like they're actually hitting the mark when you press them. This is not the only car to have this issue. The Q4 has it, the ID4 has it, the ID5 has it, and all of the cars based on that platform have it as well. It's a strange thing that you really need to have the regen braking on to appreciate actually good braking. Maybe it's just a trend, I don't know. Hopefully it's something which will be fixed in the future, because I don't like it at all, and it's becoming a bit of an annoying thing that car manufacturers are doing. However, once you've got it in the right mode, once you've got it in the mode where you can have the regen braking on, then the braking is great and it feels very good, and it's giving you back extra electricity every time you slow down. So hard to complain about that. Now, it's fantastic the Polestar give you the option in this car, which is not by any means a base entry level car, because we know that this is a luxury fast performance EV, but it's great that they give you the option to adjust your suspension so it's firm, or it's more comfortable, or it's more nimble, and you can have a better ride in different situations. And that's something which I really like, and the fact that you can adjust the steering wheel as well. In fact, I can demonstrate that now if I go into our ride now. Right now we're in the standard mode, and that is the most gentle suspension. If we go into nimble, we then get more bumps coming through, and firm, which is much more for when you want to drive sportily, that then really transmits the bumps through. In standard, it's a lot better. Fantastic, you can do that. You can also adjust the steering feel from light, standard, or firm, and you can change between performance mode and range mode in the car settings. So there's a lot of control here, which is really, really good, and I like that a lot. So big thumbs up to Polestar. Although this car does come with lots of optional extras, which is why we have those features, this is a fantastic option. We have the full suite of driver assist technology coming with adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, and the car can even change lanes for you. It's the latest technology, and we've got a full heads-up display as well. The maps will work with the head-up display, showing you where you're going with directions up there, which is great, and also on the digital driver display in front of me, which means you have extra options of where to look when you're navigating somewhere and you don't know where you're going. It also leaves a center screen empty, so if you've got passengers, they can adjust the music or do whatever they want on there. I do like having that ability to adjust things on separate screens and see maps, and that's one thing which frustrates me, the inability to show the maps in the digital driver display from Google Maps or CarPlay. Let's check out the performance of this car now. I'm just going to do a simple pull and see how fast it accelerates, and then we'll do a 0 to 60 time and see how far officially it gets 0 to 60. Polestar say 3.7 seconds, which is very, very fast, and I can believe it with 544 horsepower. Let's just put our foot down and see what the acceleration is like, and it is very, very fast. So I can believe that 0 to 60 time. What are my overall driving impressions of the Polestar 4? This is a big car, handles great for the size of the car that it is very, very fast. The fact that you can adjust the suspension and the steering feel means that you can customize this car how you exactly want it. It means that you can take advantage of that speed and that fun, and you can enjoy yourself driving the car. And if you're distracted, the car will also turn on the massage in the seats and beep at you like it was doing then, because it thought I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention because I've got the driver assist features on now, like I always do when I'm driving, which is why I love driver assist technology. It makes it safer for everyone. This car is a fantastic all-round package. Is it for you? I guess that depends on what you want. What do I think of the Polestar 4? Well, I think this car is really premium luxury. The interior is amazing, the performance is fantastic, and the range is great, considering the fact that this is a fast, sporty car. To get 367 miles on this car, which has over 540 horsepower, is fantastic. It's got a great infotainment system, it's got all the latest technology, and it's got that Nordic unique design, which makes it very, very fun to look at. You can see other cars similar here and here, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more on the channel. Thanks for watching.